During the end of the later Han, the land was in chaos due to the power struggles that had erupted within the imperial court. Repeated natural disasters and poor harvests had aggravated the suffering of the people. In this period of turmoil, a man by the name of Zhuo, he began to teach the way of peace in Ji province and brought help, winning their hearts almost immediately. Then, in the year 184, he rises up in revolt against the imperial court. His yellow turbans rose up in every district across the land. History would later refer to this as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The imperial court unsuccessfully tries to suppress them, but is defeated. The fate of the 400-year-old Han dynasty is about to be decided.
There are fewer and fewer people these days who come to buy my straw wares from other villages. The turmoil of war is affecting business terribly. It's hard for those of us who live day to day to have any security in our lives.
Liu Bei. He claimed to be an heir of Liu Shang, the prince of Zhangsheng and descendant of the Western Han Empire. Despite his concern for the plight of the common people, he had little power to save them. Instead, he was forced to weave baskets in his home of Lusang village, doing what he could to make a living.
But I cannot afford to waste time bemoaning my fate. I'd better go and see what I can sell to others in the village.
What's all this commotion about?
The governor is calling for volunteers to fight against the Yellow Turbans, or whatever those ruffians are calling themselves. They're on their way here.
Huh. That's kind of frightening.
The Yellow Turban menace is now threatening even this village. Volunteer troops. Those who would protect the people from the chaos of war. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their number.
Terrible news! The Yellow Turbans are here! They're just outside the village!
Oh, what can we do? There's no time to call for help.
Everyone remain calm. All we can do now is fight to protect the village. The Yellow Turbans will not expect us to fight back. We have the element of surprise on our side. It will give us the opportunity to claim victory.
We don't stand a chance against them. We'll just have to give them everything we have and hope they spare our lives.
Why did they have to come to our village? We have to get out of here as soon as we can.
Is no man here prepared to fight with me and defend this village?
Your attitude is to be commended. I will fight with you and teach the Yellow Turbans a lesson they shan't soon forget.
Huh! I was just thinking I'd like to get my hands dirty myself. I'll come with you too.
I have not seen either of your faces around here before, but I am grateful for your bravery. Join me, and we will keep the village safe. All is well, everyone. We have dispatched the evil Yellow Turbans, who threaten the peace of this village.
What? You really managed to beat them?
What'd be the point in lying? Of course we beat them. We beat them good, too. They won't be bothering you for a while.
Yes, and we owe everything to this man who rallied us to fight. Everyone! If you wish to thank anyone, thank Master Liu Bei.
What? That hat seller Liu Bei? He was the one that saved us?
Thank you. Thank you, Liu Bei. I promise I will repay this debt.
No, I only did what any one of you would have done. I cannot accept payment. The greatest joy I could know is to see all of you living in peace without fear of invasion.
You hear that, Zhang Fei? In this age of chaos, a time of selfishness and vanity, there's one man who thinks of the happiness of the people above all else.
I've seen a lot of different people in a lot of different places, but I've never seen anyone like him. What's more, he's got the courage and the skill to back it up.
Yes, he is no ordinary man.
Yeah, I got a feeling we've met someone special here today.
You both saw the sign recruiting troops, I take it. Do you intend to join the army of volunteers?
I do not know yet. I can say that I have been greatly moved by what I have seen here today. If it will help to ease the turmoil in this land and bring even the slightest salvation to its people, then it may be worthwhile to join this army.
That's real noble of you. If this army will give me a way of using my fists to pummel some bad guys, then I'm all for it too.
I see. As for myself, I've spent time wandering the land. Just as I was thinking I would like to find some place to settle down, I saw this sign.
We each have differing ambitions, yet we have been drawn to the same place. What say you we all join this volunteer army together?
Sounds good to me. And I've got a feeling I'm gonna get along real well with you two.
I am of the same mind. I would be honored if we could all walk this path together.
But I don't see why there's any need to hurry. Why don't we at least celebrate our meeting with a drink or two?
Yes, why not? I would like to learn more about both of you.
Then we should head for the tavern. We will talk at length there. Really? So you are a descendant of Liu Sheng, king of Zhongshan?
I knew there was something special about you when I saw you drive off the Yelow Turbans. But I didn't realize you were royalty.
I'm only very distantly related. As you can see, I'm forced to make a living by selling straw mats.
So, how come a humble straw salesman suddenly decided he wanted to save the village? I suppose your royal blood suddenly made itself known, did it?
Perhaps. But more than anything, I just felt myself consumed by an overwhelming desire to protect the ordinary people of this village.
So, rather than your own life, you chose to protect the lives of the people. Now that is true nobility.
You're something, that's for sure. Who would have thought I'd ever meet someone like you? It just goes to show, you never know what life will bring.
For my part, getting to know two such mighty warriors as yourselves is one of the greatest honors of my life. It was amazing to watch you both in action.
I cannot help but feel that our meeting like this is no coincidence, but was dictated by the fates.
Yeah. I mean, it's just too weird that we'd meet like this and get on so well.
I have a proposal. I suggest that we swear an oath today to become sworn brothers.
Hey, that sounds great. I'm in. I reckon the three of us could do great things together.
Sworn brothers? With you? Are you sure one such as myself is worthy of such a singular honor?
Indeed, if we are to be sworn brothers, then you are the only possible choice as the eldest and leader of our brotherhood. Isn't that right, little brother?
What? So I'm the youngest, am I?
Now that that's settled, we should find a more suitable place to swear our oath. Do you know of anywhere more appropriate?
How about the peach garden in the village? At this time of year, the flowers are in bloom, and it is a magnificent sight. But it's strange, isn't it? We just met, and now we're exchanging oaths of brotherhood.
Some things in life are just about a meeting of hearts. Some people might call it fate. Some would call it a bond between people. Isn't that so, Zhang Fei of Yan?
Call me Fei.
We're gonna be brothers, so let's not be so formal, huh, brother?
You know what? I think he has a point.
Well then, let's have a drink!
We three are brothers bound by righteous purpose, though born at different times.
We ask to die. The same year, in the same month, on the same day.
We go forward with compassion for all.
Yeah!
Thank you for your service. We're here to eliminate the Yellow Turbans as they're disrupting the peace. You are to help us to that end. The volunteer forces are to assist the Imperial Army. Do not try and be a hero. You must know your place, respect your superiors, and provide what help you can without getting in the way.
What was all that about? They put up a sign begging for help, and then tell us not to be heroes.
If we perform too notably in battle, it will embarrass the Imperial Army. I suppose that is what they fear.
They're worried about saving face? This land will never improve if they're concerned with such meaningless issues. What is truly important is surely the desire of all of us to help those suffering before our very eyes.
You said it, brother. Those guys have lost sight of what really matters.
Yes, we will show them what can be achieved when you are driven by the spirit of righteousness.
Then come, we must begin. We will remove the threat posed by the Yellow Turbans and bring peace and security back to the lives of the people.
What do you want? This is the camp of the Imperial Army. It is unacceptable for mere volunteer troops to set foot in here.
We are here to make a report. We have defeated Zhang Zhao and expelled the Yellow Turbans from this land.
What are you talking about? Stop spouting such patently ridiculous lies. Country bumpkins like yourself could never defeat their leader.
We speak the truth. Our army, led by Master Liu Bei, has defeated Zhang Zhao.
If you still think we're lying, why not ask the soldiers on the front lines?
The army of Liu Bei? Never heard of it. We will confirm the veracity of this report in due course. Until then, you will be given the post of Prefect of Anxi in the Zhongshan Commandery.
So you're Liu Bei, huh? I hear you have the gall to call yourself a relative of the Emperor. Is that right? How dare a mere country peasant claim such a thing? The disrespect is beyond belief. No doubt your claims of defeating the Yellow Turbans are all lies too.
Listen, you!
Leave him, Zhang Fei.
Master Magistrate, your words are inappropriate and disrespectful. Tell me honestly, what is it that you want?
You seem like you know the way of the world. I am here to receive an indication of your fealty to your post. I expect a subsidy for the trouble I have taken to come here, a penalty for your disrespect, and an apology for your earlier rudeness.
You mean you want a bribe?
As prefect of this area, all the income I have has been provided by taxes paid by the poor peasants. I cannot simply hand that precious money over to you just to protect my own neck. We suppressed the Yellow Turbans because we believed it would bring peace to the ordinary people. But nothing has changed. Government officials have simply taken over the role of persecutors.
Then we must simply raise arms once more. I am sure your benevolent spirit has not been extinguished yet, brother.
If it's not enough to pummel the Yellow Turbans, then we'll simply move on to the magistrates. We'll follow you wherever you go.
Thank you, both of you. The three of us will keep fighting until our dreams are fulfilled.
Through the valiant efforts of the Imperial and Volunteer forces, Zhuo, founder of the Way of Peace, the Yellow Turban Rebellion is ended. But the longed-for peace did not. At the capital of Luoyang, the eunuchs faced off against a faction made up of the relatives of the Emperor. Using this as an excuse, Yuan Chao and others raid the Imperial Palace. Under cover of this confusion, Zhuo of Shilian leads his forces to the capital. He seizes control of the Emperor, appoints himself Prime Minister, and proceeds to take control The lords soon began to feel themselves in danger.
Master Gong Sun, it is wonderful to see you looking so well. These are my sworn brothers, Guan Yu and Zhang Fei.
I have heard all about them. These are the mighty warriors who fought so bravely against the Yellow Turbans. But how has this all come to pass? I heard you were living your life quietly, selling straw in your village. And now I see you making your name with these great heroes.
The thread of the Yellow Turbans reached that village where I was trying to live quietly. I felt I could not afford to simply cling to peace in my one corner of this tumultuous land. I met these new friends and we enlisted as volunteers.
I see. So, what is it that you hope to achieve by standing up in this time of war?
I want to bring salvation to the suffering, that is all.
That is all? It may sound easy, but your ambition is a lofty one indeed. You must be aware of the truly tragic state of the land today. The tyrant, Don Zhuo, governs according to his own avaricious whims, and the people are in a state of constant fear.
Yes. Things are worse than they were during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The ordinary people are suffering as a result of one man's greed. This abuse of power cannot be allowed to stand.
I see your determined nature has not changed since you were young. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, was it? You should both know that Liu Bei can be dangerously single-minded in his pursuit of his goals. I hope you are prepared to keep him safe.
You are Master Liu Bei, are you not? I have heard all about your exploits in defeating the Yellow Turbans. The thing is, I have a task that would be perfect for a brave warrior such as yourself. I haven't been able to find anyone capable of it yet, but I feel like us meeting here is somehow fated. Will you listen to what I have to say? Oh, thank you so much. The fact of the matter is that there is a small group of us who have put in motion a secret plan to eliminate a certain individual. The man who has taken on the noble duty of carrying out this plan is none other than the famed warrior Master Cao Cao. We gave him a sword and sent him off to Luoyang, but the problem is, he hasn't come back. That's where you come in. We'd like you to sneak into Luoyang and see what's going on. I could go myself, but the castle there has become a dangerous place recently. Depending on Lord Dong Zhuo's moods, innocent bystanders can be beheaded with barely a moment's notice. It's not really the place for a weak old man like myself anymore. It will be dangerous, but will you accept this mission to go inside the castle at Luoyang and find Master Cao Cao? Please.
Ah, we meet again. Liu Bei, was it?
Master Cao Cao, what are you doing in a place like this?
I don't care who does it! Somebody bring me Cao Cao's head at once!
Forgive me, but there is no time for me to explain myself. Come with me. We should be safe here. What were you doing back there?
Master Wang Yun asked me to search for you, Master Cao Cao. He said you were heading for the palace on some sort of mission.
Master Wang Yun sent you? I see. I suppose it's okay if I tell you. I was in the castle in order to assassinate Dong Zhuo.
Is that right? Dong Zhuo?
He is a poison that is slowly killing off our country. If he is not dealt with immediately, the chaos that started with the Yellow Turbans will grow worse. However, my attempt failed, and I was forced to flee when I came across you.
I had no idea.
I am leaving Luoyang in order to plot my next move against Dong Zhuo. Liu Bei, if you wish to live, you should probably leave this place as well. My failure is likely to lead to heightened security around Dong Zhuo. You made a name for yourself against the Yellow Turbans. I would watch my back if I were you.
Thank you for the...
Yuan Shao of Ji Province has raised an army to slay Dong Zhuo and is requesting our cooperation.
Oh, so the noble Master Yuan Shao has finally risen up.
The true intellect behind Yuan Shao is Cao Cao. I imagine he was the one who actually wrote the letter we received. I imagine he realized that he did not have the ability to move enough men to his cause himself. So he decided to use Yuan Shao's name. He is a cunning and devious man.
Master Cao Cao, this must have been the plan to defeat Dong Zhuo he talked about in Luoyang. What do you intend to do, my lord?
I have no reason to turn them down. Will you accompany me as well?
Yes, my lord. It would be an honor if we could go with you. If we defeat Dong Zhuo, whose carnal desires affect the fate of the land, the lives of the people will surely take a turn for the better.
Things are not quite that simple, Liu Bei. Dong Zhuo is one reason for the deepening chaos affecting the land. But the real cause is the loss of authority of the Han Court. Unless we can restore the pride and control of the Han Court, the war plaguing this land will never end.
I'm aware of that. But I also believe that this will be a significant first step on that road. If famed warriors from across the land can join forces and remove the evil that is eating away at the heart of the Han Imperial Court, I would be proud to be a part of that.
Yes. For now, we must focus our efforts on slaying Dong Zhuo. Liu Bei, I am expecting even greater things from you and your sworn brothers than you showed in the battle against the Yellow Turbans.
One simple missive, and so many mighty warriors gather. Master Yuan Shao is a man of great influence, it seems.
Ha! It's just proof how much everyone hates Dong Zhuo.
It is most encouraging to know that there are so many who are concerned with the state of the land.
It's good to see you, Liu Bei. I had a feeling that you would be among the first to join our cause.
Master Cao Cao, so that letter, it was...
Yes. I knew that I could not rely on mere trickery to remove Dong Zhuo from power. We need a proper military force. With this many people on our side, we will not fail this time. I am counting on your bravery to help us defeat this tyrant once and for all.
Yes. We will slay Dong Zhuo and return peace to this land.
Oh, there is one more thing that you should know. Pulao Gate is being guarded by a man named Lu Bu. You would do well not to pursue him. He is like a rabid animal that feeds on the chaos of this land. His reputation is that of a demon on the battlefield. And trust me, it is well earned.
Ha! I don't know who this Lu Bu might be, but I do know that he'll be no match for us. Isn't that right, brother?
Yes, but for Master Cao Cao to take the trouble to warn us about him, he must be worthy of concern. We should remember his name.
Our goal is not to slay Lu Bu. If we can avoid him, it may be wise to do so. But it is time for us to sally forth. For the sake of a land of peace, for the sake of the security of the people, we must defeat Dong Zhuo.
There's only one of them! Don't pull back! Crush him now!
Among men, red hair among horses. That's him!
Let's get out of here! There's no way we will survive!
Oh! So Dong Zhuo has finally been slain?
No. I am afraid we did not manage to end his life.
What? Then why are you here?
We are here to report Dong Zhuo has fled west from Luoyang.
Curse that Dong Zhuo! He simply does not know when to surrender. Enough. We will withdraw. You must prepare to move out as well.
Wait. Dong Zhuo has taken flight without any defensive preparations in place. If we send all of our forces after him now, it should not be too difficult to slay him once and for all.
We will not pursue him. Our forces have taken too much damage. We need to regroup.
But if we allow Dong Zhuo time to reform his own ranks, it will be more difficult to slay him.
Silence! Who do you think you are, trying to tell me what to do? You are a mere volunteer! We will retreat from Luoyang and work on a new plan to defeat Dong Zhuo. This is my decree as commander of this army. Send the message to all forces. Tell them to make preparations to retreat at once.
Lu Bu, will you break our oath? Is this how you repay me?
Our oath? Ah, don't make me laugh. This is where you must die.
You damn minx! You planned this, didn't you?
This is too good a resting place for that swine. From now on, I walk the path I choose to walk.
Zhuo has been slain by Lu Bu, but there's still no sign of improvement in the lives of the people.
The Han Court remains a den of iniquity overrun by those hungry for power. None of that will change in the slightest.
Blast it all! How many bad guys do we have to take care of before this land gets better?
The issues that face this land run so very deep.
So what should we do next? The Coalition Army is disbanded. Should we head to the capital by ourselves?
No, that would be unwise. If we were to attack the capital without any legitimate claim to power, our brother would be considered a traitor.
Now is the hour of forbearance. The day will surely come when our strength will be needed. I know it is asking a lot of both of you, but you must wait for now. Please forgive me.
There's no need to apologize to us. You just do what you have to do.
Indeed, it is our task, as your sworn brothers, to support you in any endeavor. If you ask us to wait, then we will wait for as long as necessary.
For as long as necessary. I can only hope that the people do not need to keep suffering for too long.
During the end of the later Han, the land was in chaos due to the power struggles that had erupted within the imperial court. Repeated natural disasters and poor harvests had aggravated the suffering of the people. In this period of turmoil, a man by the name of Zhuo, he began to teach the way of peace in Ji province and brought help, winning their hearts almost immediately. Then, in the year 184, he rises up in revolt against the imperial court. His yellow turbans rose up in every district across the land. History would later refer to this as the yellow baskets in his home of Lusang village, doing what he could to make a living.
But I cannot afford to waste time bemoaning my fate. I'd better go and see what I can sell to others in the village.
What's all this commotion about?
The governor is calling for volunteers to fight against the Yelow Turbans, or whatever those ruffians are calling themselves. They're on their way here.
Huh. That's kind of frightening.
The Yelow Turban menace is now threatening even this village. Volunteer troops. Those who would protect the people from the chaos of war. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their number.
Turban Rebellion. The imperial court unsuccessfully tries to suppress them, but is defeated. The fate of the 400-year-old Han Dynasty is about to be decided.
There are fewer and fewer people these days who come to buy my straw wares from other villages. The turmoil of war is affecting business terribly. It's hard for those of us who live day to day to have any security in our lives.
Liu Bei. He claimed to be an heir of Liu Shang, the prince of Zhuo, and descendant of the Western Han Empire. Despite his concern for the plight of the common people, he had little power to save them. Instead, he was forced to weave...
Soon forget.
Huh. I was just thinking I'd like to get my hands dirty myself. I'll come with you too.
I have not seen either of your faces around here before, but I am grateful for your bravery. Join me, and we will keep the village safe. All is well, everyone. We have dispatched the evil Yelow Turbans, who threaten the peace of this village.
What? You really managed to beat them?
What would be the point in lying? Of course we beat them. We beat them good, too. They won't be bothering you for a while.
Yes, and we owe everything to this man who rallied us to fight. Everyone! If you wish to thank anyone, thank Master Liu Bei.
What?
Terrible news! The Yelow Turbans are here! They're just outside the village!
Oh, what can we do? There's no time to call for help.
Everyone remain calm. All we can do now is fight to protect the village. The Yelow Turbans will not expect us to fight back. We have the element of surprise on our side. It will give us the opportunity to claim victory.
We don't stand a chance against them. We'll just have to give them everything we have and hope they spare our lives.
Why did they have to come to our village? We have to get out of here as soon as we can.
Is no man here prepared to fight with me and defend this village?
Your attitude is to be commended. I will fight with you and teach the Yelow Turbans a lesson they shan't soon.